Hello again. Activated charcoal is not useful against date rape and alcohol. That's according to independent fact-check organization Africa Check. It has disproved the myth around activated charcoal. Well, let's find out more. Let's talk to Kirsten Cosser, who's a researcher with Africa Check. Kirsten, good afternoon. Welcome to Today on eNCA. Thank you very much for your time. Well, we've heard of this claim that's circulating on some social media that activated charcoal can counteract date rape drugs. I mean, we know how serious this is. What did you find when you were checking?
Sure, I mean, it's a very serious issue. So the claim has been circulating on social media. So we found instances of the claim from as far back as 2019, and it seems to have resurfaced again recently. And the claim is basically that activated charcoal tablets can counteract the effects of date rape drugs. So the posts are advising people to take activated charcoal tablets with them when they go out to social events, and if at that event you feel weird or out of place, like your drink might have been spiked or something like that, then you can just take one of these tablets and it'll counteract the effects of these drugs. So that's the claim being made. But that's not really scientific, is what we found.
It's not scientific, but I mean, drug-facilitated sexual assault, as you say, it's a very serious issue in our country. I mean, what does the situation look like?
Sure. So, as you say, drug-facilitated sexual assault is sort of the technical term for what we usually refer to as date rape. And this is a sort of umbrella term for sexual assault that involves the use of alcohol or drugs. And what this means is basically that the sexual assault takes place when the victim has consumed alcohol or other drugs that make it more difficult or impossible to consent to sexual activities. So the term date rape is a bit of a misnomer. What's actually found in research is that these situations don't actually involve like a date. Often this is just at a social event or someone's house, or the perpetrator can be someone the victim knows or a complete stranger. So it really can occur in a lot of different contexts and have a lot of different forms with a lot of different drugs.
Yeah, if you found that there's no scientific evidence that activated charcoal would help in any way, what happens? I mean, did you check? Are you able to do so? Have you done so? What happens when you take activated charcoal? Because if you say this myth has been going on since 2019, now it's resurfacing, it means somebody somewhere out there is using activated charcoal.
Sure. So, I mean, the research that we have suggests that by and large, this is not going to work in these kinds of situations. So activated charcoal is used in emergency rooms in some cases when people have been poisoned. But experts have said that this is only in very specific situations with very specific substances. And activated charcoal works to sort of counteract the effects of some substances, but not others. So, for example, it doesn't really seem to work against alcohol. And what we're seeing in the research is that alcohol is actually the most commonly used substance in these kinds of assaults. So medical professionals have also weighed in on this, and they've said that, when someone realizes they're feeling the effects of a substance, they're feeling out of place or weird or not like themselves, it means that that substance they've ingested has already been absorbed into the body. And once it's been absorbed, the activated charcoal isn't really going to have any effect. So basically, by the time someone feels something, it's probably too late for this stuff to work.
So what can you do? What can a victim do? What should they do? As you were busy checking their researching, Kirsten, did you get some ideas from some of the people you were speaking to?
Sure, so it's tricky. I mean, experts often just recommend that if someone feels like there's something wrong, rather than taking activated charcoal, seek medical attention. So the danger is that when something like these charcoal tablets are used, they could give people a false sense of security. They think, oh, I feel weird, but I've taken this tablet, so now I'll be fine, when the tablet isn't actually going to do anything. So rather get medical attention is the advice.